Now inevitably you're going to spend more time in an aircraft than you will ever spend skydiving. And you want to use that time to your advantage. There are three main things that you're going to be doing on the way to altitude to help prepare yourself for that skydive. Two of them involve looking out the window of the airplane. The first one is to look out the window and look at the area. Get used to what the area looks like.
If you're not used to the surroundings, if you're not from Hazleton, I'm not from Hazleton, I want you to get used to looking out of the plane and seeing different things. You know, very simply, you got the city of Hazleton. Down here you have the valley. Over here it's a little bit more built up, but you have Walmart, a movie theater, all that. And then over here, unfortunately, there's some coal strippings and everything else. But you see some major things like the lake. Alright, so I want you to just start to get yourself, get some bearings. And very simply, on this map, that is north, that is east, that is south, and that is west. Okay? So.
And maybe you see the city and where the airport is in relation to that. Or you see the mall and where the airport is in relation to that. Or even our local friendly neighborhood nuclear power plant and where the airport is in relation to that. So that when you open up underneath your parachute and you see any of these easily identifiable landmarks, you immediately know which way you need to face in order to head for the airport. The second thing you're going to be looking at is your altimeter. So from here on out, if you didn't have one on your first jump, you will definitely have one on every jump from here on out. And the altimeter has a white zone, a yellow zone, and a red zone. The white zone means it's okay to be in free fall. By the yellow zone, you would make a decision on whether or not you have a good parachute over your head. By the red zone, you need a good parachute overhead. Red, parachute overhead.
Okay.
All right? Now, as you're climbing to altitude, you want to be looking out the window and looking at your altimeter. Oh, this is what 500 feet looks like. This is what 1,000 feet looks like. And so on, up to about 4,000 feet. I don't ever expect you to be in an airplane without an altimeter on and turn to me and say, gee, Darlene, we're at 5,280 feet right now. But what I do want you to build up a knowledge of is I'm in the white zone. It's okay for me to be in free fall. I'm in the red zone. I should have a parachute overhead. And I'm not going to kid you, that's going to take several hundred jumps, but we're going to start right away on your next jump. Okay, so from ground level up to about 4,000 feet, most of your attention is going to be focused outside the aircraft, looking at the area and looking at what the different altitudes look like. At approximately 4,000 feet, you're going to start focusing inward. I want you to take a nice deep breath, shut down your eyes, slowly let it out, and visualize that perfect skydive. From exiting the aircraft, through free falling away, through parachute opening, through steering down, to landing safely under that open parachute. Sports psychologists have found that by visualizing the skydive or by visualizing any sporting activity, it actually activates the neurons throughout your body, and it's almost as good as a physical practice. So that's what we're going to concentrate on the way up. So 3 things we're going to do on the way to altitude. Do you remember one of them?